This video will show the contrast between Torquay's past and present. We will be interviewing Bob Pettit, China Gilbert and Harry McLaren. Other locals will explain what Torquay was like when they were growing up. We'll even see what it was like in class when our grandparents attended school. Erin now has a wonderful story about Torquay in 1956.
Hi, my name is Erin Mitch and I want to tell you a story from 1956. That was the year of the International Surf Carnival. This was a big day in the history of Torquay as 50,000 people came to watch a truly international event. There were teams from Ceylon, America, Hawaii, New Zealand, South Africa and England. Every state in Australia was also represented. People crammed into every vantage point along the coast to witness 60 senior teams, 40 junior teams and nearly 150 surfboarders. All were competing in the best surfing event Australia had seen.
Yes, in 1956, I was one of the organisers of our games. We had 70,000 people, 90,000 people, 2 weeks, international carnivals. I competed in the boards, boats, and organised the whole, assistant organiser of the club.
This board was purchased by Duke in 1915. It was crafted from solid red hardwood, and as you could see, it would be very heavy in the surf. At the same time this board was made, the world was at war, and most of Torquay was just farmland, owned by Bob Pettit's parents.
We owned all Jan Jack at one time. That was all wattle, and when I bought it for £4.13 an acre, £4.12 an acre or something in 1937, and I sold it in 1960.
Longboards were used in the 1930s and 40s. This one is hollow with a hardwood inner frame. The design was fast and proved an excellent rescue board. At the same time, around 40 students were attending Torquay Primary School. It was also in 1940 that the whole town was nearly destroyed by a bushfire.
Hi, my name is Zoe and today I'm interviewing China Gilbert at the Torquay Surf Lifesaving Club. When the war was on, what was it like surfing?
Well, we learnt to body surf, and then we came to Lorne early, and the army shifted us from Mount Duneed to Torquay. First time I ever saw Torquay. That was in 1942-43, and surfing then was barbed wire, trenches and guns on the beach, looking out to sea, protecting our shores.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and today I'm interviewing Harry McLaren. What changes have you seen in Torquay since you were here in 1946?
And one of the biggest changes, I think, that I have seen is when the main road from Geelong to Torquay was duplicated, because the old road was a very dangerous road, but since it's been duplicated, it only now takes about 20 minutes to get from Torquay into Belmont in Geelong.
Hi, my name is Rochelle and today I'll be interviewing Bob Pettit. Bob, how long have you lived in Torquay?
Since 1937, that'd be about 63 years, I think.
What was the permanent population of Torquay when you were in primary school?
Well, when we came down in 1937, there was 17 permanent people in Torquay, and of course there was always a lot for holidays.
Hi, I'm Renee and I'm talking to Don Jarvis. How long have you been living in Torquay for?
I was born in Geelong on the 1st of June 1933.
What do you remember about your school years?
Well, I think I spent more time down the creek fishing, wagging school, and I know I got the cuts a few times. Kept in after school over night time.
Hi, I'm William and today I'll be interviewing Joan Kearney. How long have you lived in Torquay?
About 45 years.
How has Torquay changed over that time?
Well, it's grown to about goodness knows how many times its size, because Torquay in those days was just confined between the Geelong Road, the Torquay Road, and the beach, and perhaps a road past Taylor Park up this way, and down to what was the camping ground, which is Bell Street now.
Hi, my name is Jade Bamford and today I'm interviewing Freddie Bench.
What changes have you seen in Taylor's Park?
Oh, well, the golf club established, I think it was a 3 or 4 hole. Well, then that sort of went broke, and they ploughed it all up and put in oats. The Berrymans did that. And then that finished. Then the bowling club started he started with one green, I think. Carl Voss started that. And it's got bigger and bigger and bigger. And now the trees has gone, as you see, bigger and bigger too, which is a nice thing for the park.
Hello, my name is Jessica and today I'm interviewing Bill Nance. Hello.
Hi Jessica, how are you?
Good. How long have you been living in Torquay for?
My parents shifted to Torquay when I was 3 years old, and I'm now 50, so 47 years I've been in Torquay most of the time.
How has Torquay changed since you were a kid?
Well, it's changed in a lot of ways. Obviously there's more people here. There's more things to do. When I came here, I think there was basically the school. Everyone travelled to secondary school in Geelong. There was just the Torquay Primary, of course, and there was only really your football and your cricket and tennis, and today there's just so many more activities.
Today's surfboards are much smaller, lighter and faster. This one was used by world champion Pam Burridge in 1990. The board weighs only 3 kilograms compared to the Duke's board of 40 kilograms.
Hi, my name is Jessica and today I'm interviewing Dyson Bell-Warren. Hi.
Hello.
How long have you been living in Torquay for?
Since I was a baby. Hi, I am Megan Waisky and I am interviewing Ben Raidme, the school captain. Ben, how long have you been living at Torquay?
For 8 years.
What was your favourite moment at Torquay?
When surfers come down from all around the world for the Rip Curl Pro, because I like seeing all the really good surfers.
Hi, I'm Chloe Lane and today I'm interviewing Hannah Miller. Hi.
Hi.
How long have you been living in Torquay?
For all of my life.
Can you describe your favourite thing about the town?
Well, it's got nice people, and when you walk down the street you can meet people that you know and they're really nice to you and you can talk to them.
Hi, I'm Chloe Lane and today I'm interviewing Serena Kaiser. Hi.
Hi.
How long have you been living in Torquay?
Around 10 years.
Can you describe your favourite thing about the town?
Well, the beaches are beautiful and the waves are so big and it's just so easy just to go for a walk along the beach.
In 1956 saw the USA Surf Lifesavers arrive for the Olympic Carnival at Torquay. They introduced a balsa wood design called a Malibu. These were the first boards to use a fin.
How have the surfboards changed?
Well, they changed from longboards, 16-footers and 12 to 16 hardboard, redwood boards to Malibus, which were brought here by the Americans. And they changed first with the fin. And that was completely irrational to what we've ever seen in our life. But the big change is when the thrusters come, the 3 fins on the board, and they're absolutely phenomenal. What they do on the boards today is just colossal.
Most surfboards like this one are now smaller and have 3 fins. This allows the boards to be quicker and faster in the turn. In the past, the boards were generally larger and they may not have had any fins at all.
Torquay's surf industry has now really grown up with a world-class event at Bells Beach. The town itself has also seen many changes. There are more people, houses, shops, and many more tourists come to see our wonderful coast.
You have grandchildren going to school. How is school life different from your day?
Well, the discipline at school is a lot different now from what it was then.
Now, being a Monday, who can read the date for me today? It's written on the board if you can look. Yes.
Monday, July the 3rd, 1935, sir.
Monday, July the 3rd, 1935, right in the middle of winter. Standing up nice and straight. Hands over our heart. I love God and my country.
I love God and my country.
I honour the flag.
I honour the flag.
I serve the King.
I serve the King.
And cheerfully obey my parents, teachers and the laws.
And cheerfully obey my parents, teachers and the law.
Did you clean your nails this morning?
No, sir.
Oh, you did, I can tell. You'd have to have cleaned them, I think. Oh! You Irish boy?
No, sir.
Are you sure you're not Irish?
No, sir.
Why do I think you're Irish boy?
I don't know, sir.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's enough dirt under those fingernails to grow potatoes in. You see why I think you're Irish?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. We're going to do writing. We're going to do our best writing this morning, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, right. Sitting up straight first. Writing books out. All right, let's start. Right hand in the air. We go up and down, and up to the middle again, and around, touch the other side, and around again. Looks an easy letter to do, but it's fairly difficult. All right, who can come out to the front and do it for me? Do a mirror, and everyone can copy it. Yes, you. That's the way. Up, down, and around. That's it, thank you. You can sit down again. Who could read the sentence we're writing for today? What about you over there?
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Does anyone know what spare the rod, spoil the child means?
If you do not use discipline, then you are spoiled.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. What a good saying that is. Okay? Because we want you all to grow up. Start writing that sentence. What a nice writing position you've got there. Feet nicely on the floor, knees together, hand on the book. What I can see, they look very good. All right, pens down. You cannot be good at arithmetic unless you know your tables, sir. Very good. Are you ready? Go. 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. 3 2s are 6. 4 2s are 8. 5 2s are 10. 6 2s are 12. 7 2s are 14. 8 2s are 16. 9 2s are 18. 10 2s are 20. 11 2s are 22. 12 2s are 24. And again, and a little bit louder. 1 2 is 2. 2 2s are 4. 3 2s are 6. 4 2s are 8. 5 2s are 10. 6 2s are 12. 7 2s are 14. 8 2s are 16. 9 2s are 18. 10 2s are 20. 11 2s are 22. 12 2s are 24. Now, seeing you've been very good and the bell's just about to go, I just might let you go early because I'm such a nice teacher. Would you like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be a teacher these days because children are harder to teach. They know different things and they know a whole lot more than they knew in those days.
Has he said it out correctly?
Yes.
Now, what can you count by that's going to be very easy to count them?
5.
5. You point to them, count by 5.
5, 10, 15, 20.
What's your answer? You write 20 up there. 3.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
Very good. So, 10 groups of 3 is 30.
Torquay
Torquay Primary School has 3 playgrounds, an art room, a computer room, a public library, canteen, music room, and many classrooms. Some of the classes I enjoy are physical education, orienteering, and football.
What I wanted to show you was how to open up a second picture. File open. Now this time it's saying, well, where do you want me to go? Do you want me to go to Sally's wedding? No. We'll take the drop-down arrow. Still in resources. But this time we're going to the scanned images. Which file did you think we'll take? Middle. Dead right. Middle. Mini beasts. Now, they were scanned off the cards Mrs. Young had. They are named. If you want a bit of a preview, leave that tick on and you get to see what's there. Let's say we want, just for example, the bee. You open the bee. It's now the active photo, all right?
Ben, what do you do after school and on the weekends?
I play sports such as football, tennis, surfing and golf, and I play with my friends.
After school, I go to tennis once a week, and I go to after-school care sometimes. And on the weekends, I have my friends over and I go to their house, and I go swimming and watch TV.
Well, I do netball on Tuesdays, and my brother they have their basketball on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and on the weekend I have my dance lesson.
What do you do on the weekends?
Well, I like playing on the computer and riding my bike around my house.
Can you tell us more about the Nippers program?
Well, the Nippers is an institution all over Australia, which is it is a coming thing now in Australia, and they're the most important part of the surf lifesaving. We started in 1967, and we've gone on now from 67 to 1999, and when in 67 we had under 40 members, and in 1999 we won at the state championships 97 medals, first, second or third, so that's 3 times as many as we started with. So the Nippers are most important.
Also, China, can you please tell us why your nickname is China?
That's a secret. Now, China is a slang for China plate is mate, and I'm everybody's mate, and that's Australian strong. And thank you very much, Zoe, for asking me that, and that's a trick for you and I.
Bob, I noticed you've got an MBE. Can you explain how you've got it?
Well, I got it because I was 27 years in the Barrable Council, which was the other side of the Torquay Road, Barrable. I was 6 times president over there, and I was 14 years president of the Geelong Agricultural Society. I'm an honorary member of the Melbourne Agricultural Society. I was president of the Sheep Breeders Association. I was president of the Corriedale Victorian branch and Australian branch, and I got that because of the services to agriculture and to the community. Because I was in everything in Torquay, I was president of the Community Health Centre and the Tennis Club and Bowls Club and everything else, and I suppose that's why they gave it to me.
Hello, my name is Rochelle and I'm interviewing Pat Rose. How have the games changed since you're at school?
They've changed very much mainly because of the fact that when I was at school all those years ago, we didn't have the amount of sports equipment that's available to the schools now. We might have had 1 football and 1 basketball for a school.
Did you also play hopscotch?
Yes, mainly when we were smaller.
Can you please describe this game?
It was a game that you needed only to mark out some squares on the ground, whether it be squares in chalk on concrete, or you could just dig them into the dirt with a stick, and you had to have a marker, throw it into 1 square, and then hop on 1 foot through the sequence of three squares in a row, then 2, then 1, then 2, and on that last 2 you turned around and you came back the same way. But you couldn't land in the square where your marker was. That put you out.
Don't want to.
No, I didn't. Now lean down.
Hi, my name is Lindsay and we're at Torquay Primary to ask some people what they're playing in the schoolyard. What game are you playing?
Station.
Up to how many people can play this game?
4.
At what location would you play this game?
You play station outside on the library ramp.
It's pretty popular for years 1 and 2.
The aim of the game is for the leader to think up of a subject. Then each person selects a category. Then the leader chooses one of the categories and calls it out. If yours is called out, you race them. If you win, you become the leader.
The category is cars. Mitsubishi, Holden and Ferrari.
Holden!
Station. Station. Okay, you won. Oh.
Hi, my name is Claire and today I'm interviewing Mrs. Russo. What kind of games did you play when you were at school?
The games that we played were mainly the games that children play today. We liked to play hopscotch, we liked to play skipping games, we ran around, we played basketball and netball.
What were your favourite games?
My favourite games were actually hula hoops, and I guess my best one was jacks or knucklebones.
What do you use to play jacks?
The main thing that you need are lamb knucklebones, and these are what we used. There were 5 of them, and that was it. You also needed a large hand.
Can you describe how you played jacks?
Yes, with jacks, you actually hold them all in the palm of your hand, throw them in the air, turn your hand over and see how many you can catch on the back of your hand, and those ones you remove from the game. You take one of them, throw it up into the air, and while you're throwing that in the air, you try to pick up one of the knuckles at a time. After you've been through that, you start again, put them back in your hand, and this time you actually try to pick up 2 at a time. Then you do 3s, and then you do 4s if you can. It's all rather difficult.
Hi, I'm Charlotte, and today I'm at Torquay Primary School and I'm asking some kids what game they're playing.
What game are you playing?
We're playing Foursquare.
How many people could play this game?
4 or 5, because when somebody goes out, the 5th person comes in.
Whereabouts would you play Foursquare?
You would play it on a Foursquare court in the asphalt.
Is it fun to play Foursquare?
Yes, it's very simple and very easy, and it's really fun.
There are 4 squares, King, Queen, Jack and Joker, and you'd also need a ball to play. King is the best and Jack is the worst. King being the best, he would be in charge of the ball and would have control. The aim of the game is to get the opposition out, and they'd have to go to the end. Now let's have a look at the game.
Right.
Things are so different now, I wonder what it would be like in another 40 years.
Torquay has seen many changes throughout its history. Even the name has changed, from Publa to Spring Creek, and finally in 1892 to its present name of Torquay. In 1937, Bob Pettit and his family owned most of Torquay and Jan Jack. At that time, there was a population of just 17 people, with only 6 attending the school. Now, with over 650 students, we have outgrown the old school and have to move to a bigger site in the year 2000. There has also been a shift in the town's makeup. The area has changed from a holiday area into a permanent town. Many people still come to Torquay on holidays, but with today's modern roads, they can now work in nearby Geelong or Melbourne. There have also been changes on a more personal level. Since filming our historical classroom in 1935, even the way students are taught has changed. Teachers were very strict, and the strap was often used to terrify naughty children. Now, in 1999, using a strap is against the law. Kids used to play games with sticks, stones and animal bones. Now they buy expensive things like Furbies, Game Boys and Nintendos. We have seen so much change, and change can often be hard to cope with. But one thing hasn't altered. One thing will always remain the same. People still love coming to Torquay for the great surf and the wonderful beaches, and that will never change.